place to soothe the spirit.
Any patron will do, so long as they're gentle, like.
What is life without a little spice?
All this quiet makes me come more anxious.
What a delightful breeze. Place to soothe the spirit.
It seems you have obtained information regarding the false sovereign. Captain Brant will be eager to hear of it, I'm sure. Now we must report to Captain Brant. That's the way of things, is it not? A person of import, I take it. Very well. I will lead the way.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
This isn't much to go on.
So, we finally arrived. I thought we'd never make it.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Well, well. He is merely Disa's puppet then. 'Tis likely that he knows naught of her schemes. Even were he to be removed, I suspect some other would simply be made to take his place. But if there's aught that compels my attention, 'tis this other man you mention. Phases, was it? He seems a man of import, and yet I have never heard of him. Pray, allow me to investigate this matter further. You've done well, Your Majesty. Thank you.
So, the false sovereign, Queen Regent... Disa and this Phasers fellow are all working together. Quite the sordid trio, eh?
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your Majesty's, you will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Disa's misdeeds. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels afore now, though I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper of her plots. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation.
Right, just follow...
There is much we ought to tend to. A place with books likely to entice Magistrate Waldo, you say? Naught springs to mind, I'm afraid. Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he knows of such a place?
Isn't much to go on.
I've heard some interesting tidings about town. If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same.
'Twould seem the Queen Regent has made significant alterations to the chain of command. And we're off to Vernworth Palace then. Follow me. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
We could pick some now and use them when the...
Our road was a long one.
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me!
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten. One of these days,
I forget all my troubles here.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards spy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
my sword arm could use some work. So light. I can get just about anywhere. Such quietude is a blessing. All my peers seem so much more capable.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I'd simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape.
Sven, where have you been?
I couldn't sleep. I thought a stroll might clear my head.
Prithee.
Quite have a little. My head will roll if Orc goes around.
So stiff after a date.
Our soldiers need better training.
Ah, good, you return. I find myself on edge when you stray from my line of sight. Seems there's no room for argument here. I shall obey, but I won't pretend I'm happy about it.
Isn't much to go on.
So we've finally arrived. I thought we'd never make it.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your majesty, how fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Deeza's schemes run deep. To think, Deeza's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deeza is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deeza's focus, we may be able to gain more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I am able to offer, I bid you, take this.
Queen Regent Deesa appears to be working in concert with this Phasers fellow. But what precisely is their aim?
There is much we ought to tend to. If a place with books likely to entice Magistrate Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we
We're going this way now, I suppose. By your will.
I'm sure there's a very good reason for this detour. We must respect our master's wishes.
Here, if you please.
Might as well take a look while... You're here, eh? Many thanks.
Welcome to... And quality's what you need if you want to survive. 5. So if all you... check the price, just remember... Mine's as die early. Hope to see you again.
Hail, 'tis not long now ere I am to undertake the trial of archery. I thought it only right to tell you that, as you were the one who gifted me the bow that I'll be using. I was also rather hoping you would consider attending. No one could be worthier of witnessing this milestone in elven archery than you. Ah, but the path to the arbor is not easily found or followed. 'Twould be best I escorted you. There is a log bridge near the ruins where I train. I'll await you on the other side. Come find me when you are ready to make for the sacred arbor, the village of my people.
The goblins, I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me peace. Of mind to know someone taught them a lesson at least.
Need anything?
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
You wish me to return? At once, master.
Greetings. You need only make a worthy offering in exchange. I have seen your path. May these words guide you true. You've my gratitude. 'Tis lovely to see you.
Could you come over here?
The hours seem to fly.
Perhaps I ought to take a stop.
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as lead. Not much going on.
I'll get that for you. I see you cannot manage without me for a moment, Arisen.
Oh dear. What am I to... Hail, friend! Have you I've an eye for people, and my instincts tell me you're of trustworthy ilk. I'm in a bit of a quandary, you see. I'm to be gone for a week, with no one slated to mind the house in my stead. Fear not, I only ask your name to list as a tenant. You needn't bother yourself with the cleaning, and I don't expect you to stay cooped up in there, neither. I'd be much obliged if you'd simply consider my home a waypoint on your travels. Sound appealing? Then come on by and have a look-see. I've taken the liberty of marking the location on your map.
We need not scour for our quarry. As it so happens, I know precisely where we ought to look. Ah, yes, I know just where to find this person.
You've come. Glad to see you, friend. So, what say you? Would you care to live here in my absence? As I've said, you needn't worry about tending to the place. Many thanks, friend. I knew I could count on you. I'll stop by again in a week's time, but till then, farewell.
I'm all for camp. But solid walls are a joy that can't be beat. And ours for a full week at... No. Charge. What a steal. I suppose 'tis so. You shan't hear me complain about an early repose.
Not for it, but to cut my teeth in a real battle.
An appropriate choice, Arisen. I'll gladly take the lead.
The trial of archery is nigh. If we would bear witness, we must first go to the ruins where Sir Glyndor trains. Very well. I'll guide you there directly.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
Saurians dead! We cannot weather ice's numbing grip. That was outstanding, if I do say so myself. Our combined might is beyond any foe.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but different masters favour different pawns. One whom I serve preferred to have big...
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Not good enough!
compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next.
What is that? A tower? Nay, a statue?
From this distance, I cannot be sure. We should have to make our way over to it. All this fuss over a moment's incaution. It shan't happen again.
Already? Bother. I was just getting warmed up. My magics are at your disposal!
And here I thought I was leading the way. But I suppose your whims take precedence. Watch out for the choppers! Our ice attacks are wasted on this road.
As you wish. I shall return directly.
Come to think of it, we're all of differing vocations, aren't we?
'Tis a tad inconvenient that we can't share equipment.
We must each of us hone our skills. A jack of all trades is a master of none. You'll not live to regret this.
precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long.
I seem to recall there being a treasure chest in this area when I explored it in other worlds. Shall I lead the way?
Oh, very well. Back to your side I go.
Where do you think you're going, eh? Leave your looks run out.
Feast your eyes on this!
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master? A Cyclops tusk will prove a fine reward for a battle well fought. Let's see if we can't break one off intact. Keep thinking of such trifles, and you'll get stepped on ere long. Now leave it here. Our foe stumbles. Just one more push in order to bring it down.
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this. You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you? Right, just follow me.
You've come. Shall we be off? Follow me, and pray take care not to fall behind. One can easily lose their way.
The sacred arbor will be a sight to behold, I'm sure. Let us trust in Sir Glyndor to see us there.
'Twould behoove us not to fall too far, I know.
So the fun begins again, eh, Arisen?
If we must, let us finish this quickly.
No quarrel here.
You'll not live to regret this! We'll never get anywhere before we do is rest.
It is well to be prepared, but over-preparation will serve us not.
The beast can scarce stand. A well-placed strike, gazing skyward.
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
All might have been lost in the throes of battle, yet we...
That was impeccably timed, Arisen.
What is that, a tower? Nay, a statue.
From this distance, I cannot be sure. We shall have to make our way over to it.
Fear not. I'll think of something.
El, alla carilm, ilmen elote falomentarin nun fir, nambawe, elelia javtolme? Nandeu in morteren ecialis, nun fir ananduine, fanamone matiene lismelto.
Isilrod vane nun lia castinque erenon, lia fendel nar salma wifir orne fa indelrin.
Alla carilm fionoaro osto urne.
Some of us fail to grasp that this world extends beyond the bounds of our cloistered haven. Ah, forgive me. You do not speak our tongue, do you? From this moment forth, so long as you remain by my side, I shall interpret for you. Now, come. The place the trial should be held is just up ahead.
Nun vi oyonda ata.
The trial of archery shall be held here. I bid you wait just a moment while I prepare my entry. But I've just noticed. Where are all the custodians? They ne'er leave their posts. Could it be aught amiss?
Nenwen mor Iwanon. Alcarwa fir nun eldaya menelume sur carilm. Martir fa nun fionor, minas vena eralote. Alcarwa fir nun eldaya menelume sur carilm. Kiriando anmindor hiroth?
No. Darren? I cannot stand idly by while my sister is in peril. My friend, if e'er I've had need to call upon your aid, 'tis now. I beg of you to join me in my sister's rescue. There is no time. I shall mark the location of the ogre's den upon your map. Make haste. Her life hangs in the balance.
Kemen Ross, Akasar, Arenfell.
You're here, and not a moment too soon. We must find my sister and save her from the ogre's clutches.
Veninume, mormartir tel adaka, kiriandio.
Tayel ni sil Arenfell. Nun morivin we alcarwa menelume. Lis anandor lungtena.
Nando infa echialis, pelinolwende, sinde, soron, aiele, alvekil.
Moriven fendelnar itarondo vani. Falis tulia fuene numen osto taralia osto telpe. Lungtene nun we fa atacher. You heard correctly. My father is the Archermeister, and thus leader of our village. Custom dictates that the most skilled with a bow among us shall serve as arborist, you see. In essence, village chief. But I will gladly defy my father if it means saving my sister. And with this bow in hand, I know I shall prevail. None shall fall to the fell ogre while I draw breath.
It is always daunting to venture into the unknown.
Surely naught is beyond our combined experience. This foe will recoil from flame.
We would be ill-advised to proceed without let.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
I've got you. Use this chance to recover.
A battle avoided is a battle won, I suppose.
Little does our foe realise how narrowly they escaped death's touch.
I suppose it is so.
I'd be caught unawares. I am shamed.
We were overconfident in our abilities. It is a painful reminder that fortune will not always favour us.
Arbahat, preserve me. 'Tis e'en more nightmarish a sight than I had feared. My father battles the ogre while my sister is clutched in his fist. But there is still hope, if I act quickly. Listen well, friend. I shall strike the beast's arm while my father holds its attention. The moment the ogre relinquishes my sister, I ask that you lead her to safety. I have ne'er attempted to strike a target so distant before. E'en the trial of archery does not demand such a feat. Yet, for the sake of my sister, my arrows must fly true. Pray, keep Darren out of harm's way. We must make our escape, and quickly.
Quickly, Master. We must carry Miss Darren to safety.
This I did not expect.
There, Master! An ogre! Quite the view from up here. Can we see how high I can scale?
Feast your eyes on this!
Our foe stumbles. Just one more push ought to bring it down. The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
This I did not expect.
Oh, I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on? Ah, yes. I know where we need to go. I can guide you there, if you wish.
We have been given a destination. Shall we venture forth?
Hold a moment. What's this? A way out. Let us make haste. Oh, my heart. There can be no gladder tidings in all the world. Words shall ne'er suffice to express my gratitude, friend. None of this would have been possible if you had not gifted me this bow. You are my sister's savior. I am forever in your debt.
Eteler, le affaire mor el dalia era lotte.
Finlenar.
Karilm ilmen arkael. Silfa nambawe nun kalael alame. Angadur sindi. Kemenindor kanyan irils aldekar. Fionar elwe arfarne nenwen sur orne? Eteler le affermor el dalia eralotte. Ondovana alvekil eteler ne anler ailame. Lungtena peli telume. Ane martir tindume ingarina fa alme alcarwa? Nenwen mor aiwanon artahir kurir morfa erando amanda kill. Kiriando anmaindor hiroth artahir kurir morfa erando amanda kill. Vanelin hiror soron sorne an fameltol nundis amanda kill angadur femor. Kasinke telpi nun finaler. Lera nefir heranon anne artaher firnis.
Finlenar. Lungtena. My gratitude to you knows no bounds, friend. 'Twas your kindness that altered my plight as much as this bow. Not only are you my sister's savior, but mine as well. By the by, if you are as passionate about mastery of the bow as I am, perhaps you might speak with my father. His experience ought to be of benefit to you.
Kalael alame, karilm ilmen arkael. Aidalia anandor, nun lintan. Heror anne oia fermor, anendune falumtena, palan hiarmenran, lis fa arnefane. Elorato ala, nun mor artaher. Firnis an erumar isilrod eteler, lera aetena. Laicasar an ils findamunt in ciel. Nefanamo lis Kyriandio mor erlot. Iavstir lalastar. Nun falasmir malananon?
Admirably...
Lungtena pele telume. On the va...
A hidden path? I suppose there will be monsters lurking beyond it.
I've a feeling 'tis best left untravelled. Am I the only one? Seems there are wolves on the prowl.
We may have underestimated it, though. Time to heal up. Hold just a moment.
Now there's a novel idea. I've never seen my own master.
Unbelievable.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts. I'm all for swapping stories, but perhaps another night. I can scarce keep my eyes open.
I quite agree. Best we recuperate our strength before we set off again.
A good sleep does wonders.
Off we go then.
Shall we get underway?
Magic Serac will dispose of! There's no debilitation a purity cannot mend.
Considering the might of our combined experience, what other outcome could there have been? While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way.
An unlikely location for a path. Mayhap it leads to a hidden hoard of treasure. Shall we make them rue their own impatience?
You've a knack for drawing the enemy, Arisen.
'Tis easily done.
Not good enough!
Thanks, friend. 'Tis just my way of saying thanks.
Wish me to return? At once, Master.
We might scratch another task off our list while we're here, if we are so inclined.
We'll make... Go away there in time. As to whether 'twill be sooner or later, that is for the Arisen to decide.
Mayhap we ought to pay a visit to Trevo Mine and search for the armourer's wares. Very well. I'll guide you there directly.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Follow me.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty.
Be well, Arisen. I'm not one for tearful goodbyes, but I must admit, I've grown rather fond of you.
'Twill be an honor to serve by your side. At once, Master. Oof. My pack's grown rather heavy.
Let's see. What can we do without? Is there no getting through this door? Isn't much of an adventure if all we do is make camp. Time spent camping isn't necessarily time wasted. That was thrilling. I did not know I could feel so alive.
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
This is rather thrilling.
Understood. I shall proceed ahead. To the chest. I shall take a look inside. Very well. I shall return.
My talents lie in combining materials, and I'll use those in my possession to craft things for you in my spare time. Are you fit to travel? Then let's not dawdle. Look there.
Master, I vow to weigh my every word before speaking, and when in doubt, I shall hold my tongue.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Feast your eyes.
Precision has been drenched.
This should be of use.
Bleeding amateurs.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side. That was a skillful bit of thievery. You do your vocation proud.
Would seem our fight is not yet done.
If battle cannot be avoided, 'tis fight to die.
No quarrel here.
It was a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Aye. Tell is, her ties to this figure from the neighboring country have
If we are to break it, it shan't be from this side.
True enough.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Barely scraping by.
I'll seek out a town I've yet to visit.
Lots to do.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Ho there. How have you fared? Would you lend your ear to my request? You have my gratitude.
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time of day.
When I think of my travels, 'tis a mighty warrior who springs to mind. A more doughty champion I've never seen. Shall we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Ready to forge on?
Being by your side is an honor and a joy.
All this patrolling does a number on my shoulders. What I wouldn't give for a mug of ale.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master story.
The goblins. I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me peace. Of mind to know someone to. Taught them a lesson at least.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Perhaps new discovery.
Welcome to pure and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, hope to see you again.
Need anything?
You!
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
One hopes these carts offer comfort.
This looks like trouble. This looks like trouble. You! This looks like trouble.
This ox cart's bound for the... I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
I am honored to be called to your side, Arisen.
Surely I'm overdue a day off.
How dare you!
A Cyclops! As planned. Look at it. The beast can scarce stand. A well-placed strike ought to send it gazing skyward.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
No harm shall come to you!
Dignity of it.
If you are in need of aid, pray say the word.
Thank you kindly. I did not mean to trouble you.
Remember, knowing your limits does not make you weak. I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently. You're well fond of picking things up. Aren't you? No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. I must admit that it feels wonderful to strike true.
Might have a look around. See what else.
Well done, Master!
mercy.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment.
So close a call. Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Masterfully done.
Once more.
Am I the first to notice we've all got different vocations?
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
I see it as a glad thing. Your harpies, master!
You must wait.
All this fuss over a moment's in court. It shan't happen again.
I cannot fault you without it.
Perhaps you'd like to take care of the remainder.
Splendid. I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
Another statue. Mayhap 'twill yield us aught of use.
Why don't we go take a look? This creature is hard as stone, making it ideal for tossing at our other foes. I've a knack for combining materials that I hope you'll find useful. I'll craft aught I can using what's in my pack.
My word. This ox cart has been destroyed.
The roads are hardly safe.
Careful now.
You'll not live to regret this.
To have grown just as weary as we.
Recklessness has done them no favours. They ought to have conserved their strength.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
Was most effective.
Someone help me!
Someone is being attacked, Mark. Wolves, faster!
I hope you weren't expecting mercy. Ah, I see you pinched something from our foe. That was crafty of you.
Many thanks. Pray, take this, with my gratitude.
At once, Master.
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use. Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go, then.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Not good enough!
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next. Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near.
I'd sooner not battle those with whom we have no quarrel. Yet if they mean us harm, we can but defend ourselves.
No great shock to me. And here we are, in the blink of an eye. Shall we take stock of our surroundings?
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
Why, you there? Your presence is requested at the tavern this evening. Who's the one requesting? I didn't ask. 'Tis none of my concern. The fellow said aught about the usual place.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
You shan't hear me complain about an early repose.
It appears night has fallen while we slept.
Step lively. Journey by starlight shall make for a nice change of pace.
Ready to forge on?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, your Majesty? Are you willing to undertake this task? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray, use that time to infiltrate and uncover aught worthy of suspicion.
We have been entrusted with a task. Let us approach it with all due care.
Onward to Vernworth Castle.
Shall we make for Vernworth Palace? Let us make for the palace, that she might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. Pawns aren't permitted entry to the palace, but I would see you to the entrance if I may.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
I dare not enter the palace, but I would fain escort you to the castle entrance. Over here, if you please. We're here, Master.
Have no fear, Master.
You are the Arisen. Follow me.
Lost track of time.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards spy you, pray, be cautious.
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere.
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Oh, perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother.
Well, well. We meet again. Is this stealthy business becoming a habit of yours?
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, it is you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, milady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, milady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. I don't appreciate having my motives questioned. I did as I saw fit. Need I say more? Something tells me this shan't be the last I see of you. Perhaps you'll be good enough to repay me when next we meet.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway. Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilt between Vermund and its neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melve and this Godsway? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melve? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. Perchance it will help speed you on your way to Melve.
Phases. Now there's a name to remember.
It seems we must venture to Trevo Mine. I believe it lies to the northwest of... Vernworth. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
Welcome to... And quality is what you need if you want to survive. Five. So before you check the price, just... remember, many thanks. I appreciate...
Ah, how I've longed to embrace my bedroll. Our adventure continues.